Mazin Nandekano distance himself from barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Welcome everyone, welcome to all the Children TV. Thank you guys for being here. If you are new here, hello and welcome. Thank you for coming back, and if you are new here, please hit that follow button and also go and join me at my YouTube channel, all the Children TV, and God will bless you now. So after Mazin Nandekano visited DSS 2 days ago, I think it's 1 day ago, okay, it's 1 day ago, after barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor with Prince Emmanuel, Mazin Nandekano's younger brother, visited the DSS dungeon, okay, and these shenanigans autopiloters, this good for nothing autopiloters, these confusionalist autopiloters. The next news we see that Mazin Nandekano distanced himself from barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor after we had a news. You know, they are good at brainwashing their followers, giving them wrong information. Prince Kano, which is Emmanuel Kano, okay, went to the DSS today in the accompany of barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor and the evangelist. Mazin Nandekano strongly maintained that Biafra land must be peaceful. Now, in the next seconds, I see autopiloters. Now they said that barrister, just because they hear that news, they know these guys, they don't want nothing good to come out from them. They don't even want the betterment of Mazin Nandekano. They don't want the betterment of his brother. They don't want the betterment of the DOS. They don't want the betterment. They don't want to hear good news. These guys, they don't want to hear any good news coming from anything that has to do with Mazin Nandekano release. They don't like it. They may be pretending. You see the day they say Mazin is discharged and acquitted. You see the way most of them be like, "Man, do like my mate, or make I do like my mate." Everybody they dance, but no dance now. They go feel say I be wench. They go feel say I'm not happy. They just do what you know from their mind, but their action. They said actions speak louder than voice. I believe in action. I don't believe in what people is doing to deceive other people. So this is the news we hear with a company of what barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor said after visiting Mazin Nandekano, because there's a lot of rumor saying that Mazin Nandekano, they deny him medication, blah blah blah, and all that stuff, that barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor is no longer working with Mazin Nandekano. He's been sacked. He has been sacked for what? This is going to 2 years. It's not even 20 years. Mandela stayed in the prison 20 years, but Mazi is not gonna be his portion because he didn't do anything. Okay? At the end of the day, nothing like that is existing. They are trying to provoke this man in all ramifications, but this man said he's going nowhere. You know them. They want to, if he fire barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who will handle Mazin Nandekano case? He has been handling this case since 2015. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 8 years. 8 years. 8 years. And somebody who came out 2 years or 3 years won't pursue somebody where they work with somebody for 8 years. You know the day easy now. You know the day easy like that. Okay, it's not easy. Especially when you are saying these things, you don't back it up with the proof. It's not gonna work. When they talk and they show people the proof, they show the no be say go just sit down like Dundee the third, they have a table, so the man collected 20 billion Biafran people. This is the impunity that is causing in Biafra land. They will just be brainwashing you. When people are talking something, let them prove it. If you not be the help of some people, where be said that the men Mazi cool down. Mazi for don't talk about this guy long time inside the DSS dungeon. If you don't talk about that, bet you will be say be Mazin Nandekano followers, you're supposed to use your tongue, count your teeth to know if what these guys they are doing is right or wrong. I greet everybody again. Let's watch this video. After I finish to watch it, don't forget to leave me your opinion at the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Other man, More actually, like
yeah, no, I don't
H.
I'm not gonna so I'm not gonna have a fight or something. And therefore, Mama, I hand there and make it go at tomorrow. Come to the cabin.
Okay, good afternoon, dear friends, lovers of freedom, and good people of the world. My name is Ifeanyi. I am right here with you. We have our attorney at law, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel to IPOB and Nnamdi, and we just want to have a brief chat with him. The year is running out, and we want to hear one or few things from him concerning the various cases he's handling for IPOB and Nnamdi. Once again, as I told you, this is Truth and Peace Right Us, and I am Mazen Ifeanyi. Barrister, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, brother. You're welcome, brother.
You are looking very, very handsome today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
On another outfit, not your regular lawyer's outfit you're always on, today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for finding time to be with us, and also for having an opportunity to give me an opportunity to feature on your platform.
Thank you very much.
Most importantly, that this brief chat is very compelling at this point in time, because we need to tell our people how far we've gone and what to expect, what's been expected, probably within the year or after by next year, actually. So, as we are fully aware by now, and through our different correspondences,
Yes.
we have filed every relevant document required of us before the Supreme Court in prosecution of the appeal, or asking the court to set aside the appeal against judgment of court of appeal. The federal government up to now has not filed any process in response, or even to prosecute their own appeal. We have filed our cross appeal, filed our brief, we have filed also an application to set aside, to dismiss the appeal itself, and also file an appeal against the other staying execution of the court of appeal. So these are 4 different processes were filed before the Supreme Court, and they are all supported with brief arguments, which we are all filed timely within the time allowed under the rules of Supreme Court's fast track rules. So, but as I speak to you, no date has been assigned for the hearing of this appeal or even application to dismiss it. Though our elderly counsel, Chief Michael Zekome, said he's doing everything legally permissible within the principles of law to ensure that a date is given, and which I may not go into detail about it. So, what I can say in effect, which shall probably bring it to a level our people understand, is the fact that the federal government has run out of option as presently, because I can assure you that if they have any case against a client, or if they think that this appeal or judgment of court appeal is not meritorious, they will be the first person to file the appellate brief immediately after filing notice of appeal, to get the appeal heard timelessly or within the specious last within the time allowed under the fast track rules. But to demonstrate, to tell you that they know that the government is very erudite and is unassailable, they practically abandoned that judgment of the court of appeal. The appeal they filed. This is the appeal they filed. This is the appeal they filed since October 14th, 2022. The one was delivered on October 13th. They filed appeal against the judgment of October 14th, being Friday. See, the moment they did not file any appellate brief in support. And the fast track rules of Supreme Court says 9 days maximum to file briefs. And Court of Appeal on 28-day ruling was delivered on application for stay of execution of judgment of Court of Appeal. Also directed parties to compile records and transmit to Supreme Court within 7 days. Expectedly, that upon the transmission of that records, parties should settle their briefs. And it was done, the records were transmitted timelessly within the time stated, given by the Court of Appeal. But today, till date, they've not filed any brief for the Supreme Court. And we're going ahead to file our briefs. We're going ahead to file our briefs on cross appellate brief will file, on cross appeal will file. We're going ahead to file a brief on appeal challenging the other state execution of judgment of Court of Appeal. And also an application to set aside, dismiss the appeal in view of the fact that federal government has not shown diligence in prosecuting this appeal. So this will tell you that they are apparently in a tight corner and they cannot escape from it. It's a function of time, because justice can only be delayed, they cannot be denied. We are firmly, the legal team, eminently led by Chief Michael Zekomi, are firmly convinced and convinced that there's no escape route for the federal government in this appeal. That I can assure you, there's no escape route whatsoever in this appeal they filed. So that is settled. So we are as it stands now, the Supreme Court has gone on annual vacation. So we are expecting that a date will be given most likely by January. That's our expectation. I may not go further than this, but we have done letters. Letters have been written to the administrative process have been explored to ensure that these dates are given expeditiously. So, and I believe something good will happen. And be assured that once this appeal is hard, there's no two ways about it. We are believing 80% that something good that it will end in praises and victory. There's no two ways about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And recently, just a few days ago, there were concerns about his health and feeding conditions and all that. We just want you to throw more light on that.
Well, it has been an issue we've been confronting over time. You are aware that Federal High Court sometime in the past gave orders directing the SSSS to allow him access to his personal doctor, and also allow him practice his religion with Judaism. And apart from another far-reaching directive being by Federal High Court, Quorum Justice Nyako J. But the detention authority, which the FSS has flatly violated, has grossly violated this far-reaching orders made by the court. Now, the issue of his health condition is something that has been giving us concerns. He has been on a regular medication, like every day he takes at least 9 tablets.
Okay.
That is a fact which everybody is aware of, including the SSS. So, and he has to take these tablets to sustain, keep living. So, but sometimes they will deny him those medications. Not that it will solve the problem. It's just kind of a solution to management of his health, because they have no solution to his health, and that's part of the grounds and also issues related before the Court of Appeal, present before the Supreme Court. They have no solution to his present health condition. They have defied all solutions known to the SSS and even the federal government. So giving him, administering those drugs means they as a solution to managing it. So he needs to exit from that place and go for proper medical checkup. So at most times they will deny him these drugs. So that was what happened last week. We complained about it. So though we are done on Monday, and in view of the limited time allowed us to have chat with him, because the late counsel Chief Michael Zekomi actually spent quality time with him on that Monday. So by the time they finished their discussion, the time allowed us to see him has elapsed. So I couldn't have further discussion with him, but I'll see him tomorrow. So when I see him tomorrow, I will probably get further information as to level of their compliance with giving him drugs and food and whatnot. So, though we are also filing another action against the federal government which has to do with the manner in which he's being treated, the manner in which he's being subjected to all forms of torture, psychological and mental torture, where he's in now. And also, we need also the court to make further direction that they should give us a blood of his medical record. Let's know what is his present medical condition. We need to have these records. So by tomorrow, hopefully, that will be fine today. So probably by between tomorrow and next, we go public. So subject to directive of the lead counsel, that action was filed this morning. So, but when I see him tomorrow, I'll get further details from him. I'll ascertain his level of compliance, the drugs and food, whether he's been giving food as at when due, and also the drugs prescribed by the doctor managing him. However, in view of that concerns, we also formally wrote the EGSSS and attached to the letter is a 1 million naira cash. We went there with to enable them to offer him all the needed medical attention, and also at least to procure the drugs which he takes on a regular basis, and also the food. So, but unfortunately, they rejected the money. They accepted the letter. So they said they will not take the money from us. So I went there, personally submitted the letter. I submitted it, not that it wasn't done to a third party. I was the person that submitted the money and letter, but they said they can't take the money. They rejected the money. So because we believe that probably maybe they don't have fund to take care of him. But I can have said, I've read in many forums where they are claiming that they're spending huge amount of money, millions of naira to keep him, to maintain his medical state, and also feed him. So, and obviously, probably the money is no longer anywhere to be found. So we have to assist them to make sure that we give them money to enable them to sustain the treatment, and also feeding him. So, but they retained that money. So by tomorrow, I'll see him and get further information from him as to the level of compliance, and also to whether they have started giving him food, and if they're giving him food, what kind of food they give him, because it's not. It's allergic to certain type of food. It doesn't eat every food. I mean, our client Mazinam can. So let me know whether, because when they want to punish him, they will give him those food doesn't want to eat. So, and he will say no. He will say no naturally. So this is what we need to get. I'll clarify from him tomorrow when I see him. Most certainly. So I'll probably after the visit, I'll make my findings public to the world, and also to all these women. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. And just recently, on the 13th of October, to be very precise, on the day Mazen Nnamdi Kanu got the victory at the Appeal Court, I heard specifically from the legal Iroko from himself, Chief Mike Ozokome, when he referred to you as a legal intellectual. And ever since then, I have this very reserved respect for you on that. And I now came to remember when and how you came into this case. You know, within 2015, 2016, I may not be specific with the year and all that, how difficult it was for lawyers to come into the case, and you came into this very case. And we've seen how troubled you have been, all these threats, and so many other things that have come against you because of this case. I just want you to talk or speak to Biafrans and your clients. You know, because so many of them from some quarters are beginning to see that the way that they are afraid that you might abandon this case, and they don't want anything like that to happen. I want to hear from you in particular. You're a man of sincerity. Speak to them. Are you giving up on this case? Are you going to abandon this case because of the threats and intimidations from various agents, federal government agents and authorities?
Thank you so much. You see, there are things I don't usually give attention to, and one of those things is the issue of threat. So I don't think it's important to me because I have a resolution on this case. This is not a case I actually force myself into. It's a case that have a divine connection, and when God sends you an assignment, you must accomplish it. And let me tell you something you should know. The God that sent me on this assignment offers me protection at every time, and always clothes me with wisdom to maneuver every situation I find myself. Because I know that my allegiance goes to God, and I'm a person that who's afraid of, who's very circumspect of things I do. So I have come a long way in this case, and there's nothing whatsoever on the face of this earth that will deter me from proceeding with this case until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is released. Nothing. No matter what. Nothing whatsoever. That amount of threat from anybody, from any individual, from government institution, from security agents that will deter me, or from some misguided elements who will sit at the comfort of their bedroom and be issuing threats and sending me voices. I just, when I look at it, I don't listen to most. Let me just use up to tell them I don't listen to those voice messages that send it to me, because I know they are not informed. I challenge them. If you say you're a man, come out, come to the call, go and see Ulu from you somewhere. That's me for you. But I've passed through several trials in the account of this case, and I've not been deterred. You of course know the history of what has happened to me in the course of management of this case. If I am a person who can be easily cowed, I will not be there. With the sense of what they are doing, and let me just tell what they are doing in effect. Those who are doing this I believe they are faceless. One, two, their intention is just to discourage me. But I'm not a person that gives in to threat. If you know me very well, if you go to somebody I know, you will tell you. Look, I started fighting the establishment and the bourgeoisies and the oppressors when I was a young lawyer. Not today. I started doing this work, fight. You say you are the most strongest person on wherever you are, and you offend anybody or probably you oppress anybody who is linked, I will come out and challenge you. So during those time, nobody has this capacity to bring me to either calm me or probably to discourage me. But those things are not important to me. The key or the focus at this point in time is for us to do everything humanly possible to ensure that Onyendu is out. That's all. Everything is secondary. Ordinarily, I would have kept quiet over time about things some people were saying, some people who apparently are on a different mission. But I went to court because there are things I need to be clarified. There are things I need some people to come and explain. So because of their probably violent and other declarations, which are all founded, falsehood, and capable of giving a wrong impression about things we do. So, and that's what I can do as a lawyer. And as I told you, some people have done things they think they can influence me to change my position as far as that case is concerned. But I laugh at them.
Yes, I was coming to that. I was coming to that. Just yesterday, most notably, there are some few Igbo people I saw that were writing. Well, I say they are Igbo people because I know one in particular who lives in the United Kingdom, a medical doctor, or should I say a physician. He was the one that wrote on his wall that Barrister Ejiofor has withdrawn his case. I was coming to that to ask you to clarify on that, even though I have seen it below in your press release, but I want you to speak to people on this.
I believe you have come a long way too in this process. But I know when I met you on this course of management of this case, it's not today, it's over 7 years ago.
Yes.
So you should have known what they call strategies. So these guys are strategists. They have their own way of manipulating information, or probably they are misguided followers. So me, I don't usually join issues with such persons, but they are actually out to cause mischief. And if you respond to them or probably do a rejoinder, it will amount to giving them relevant or probably shifting the goalpost in the middle of the match. So before I went to court, it was a careful decision I took before going to court. And I doubt if anybody will influence me to withdraw that matter in court. Nobody was because issues involved are so many. So I may not go into details of what's before the court because it's now sub judice. But it will come out one after the other. I wouldn't want that to distract me. I've gone to court. My lawyers are in court. They have people who are managing that case, not me. So I'm actually concerned with Onyendu this matter to get him out. So I have a team of lawyers who are in charge of that aspect of the case, and I've not even I have not even think about discontinue the action, and I don't think I'll discontinue it. It can't happen because it can't happen because it's an action founded on real facts, hard facts, so that need to be established before the court. So I may not go into the details of what's before the court or details of what I'm doing, but be assured, I got that is total falsehood, blatant lie, and capable of misleading people who are following me. So I actually brought it in probably yesterday or on Monday. A lot of people were asking me questions. People who believe in me, who believe in search of what you are doing. They were worried about. I said, no, don't bother. Don't get worried. You should trust me. Because I'm the one who's involved. Okay. So thank you so much.
It's all right. Well, once more, very, very important still on this case. I want you to clear this. Some people are saying that this particular case we're talking about is IPOB, or is it your case against those who are accusing you wrongly, or has it anything to do also with IPOB?
You should not forget the fact that I'm the lead counsel to IPOB.
Yes.
And what affects me affect the group I represent. And this insult, embarrassment, and threats are coming because I represent IPOB.
Yes.
So, and they're also concerned about things happening around me. So I went to court as an individual, and who is concerned about things happening around me, and who is concerned about things they're saying about me, and who is concerned about some violent declarations and other issues that may not mention here. So, and also as an international figure, an international lawyer, with a very high repute, people respect me across the world. There are things that someone will say about me, and I don't need to go and join issue with him on social media, or travel to where the person is and start arguing with him. No, I have a very smart way of resolving it. And even if you think you're in heaven, when the time comes, you know that where you are is closer to where I am. So I don't think it's about. I understand the game very well. I'm a very experienced lawyer when it comes to this kind of thing. So, and I know how to go about it. I've done it in the past and I succeeded. Those that are waiting for me, that think I've forgotten them, they wait when the time is right. They will see. And when I will strike with my court judgment and the other thing, I will strike beyond the belt. So the point is that it's a personal matter I undertook to challenge grave infractions on my right and other issues that has to do with the group I represent. So in the course of time, it would remain public. The entire face of the case will be in the open. So that's the position.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we round up, I want to ask you, a week or so ago, you made to the public to know that one of your clients, Solomon Onyebula, has been granted bail, and want to get an update. Has he been released and to rejoin his family and all that? We want to know, or we're still processing his bail.
Things have been explaining to our people, which I will use this opportunity to emphasize, and also to reiterate once again, is that we are into a very serious situation as far as their friends are concerned. If people understand, that's why when people make certain declarations about violence, about killings, I'm worried because those that suffer it are innocent people who doesn't know anything. So someone will be saying something from Austrians, and someone will be carrying out those probably obnoxious orders and instructions. What I'm saying in effect is that our people are being arrested on daily basis. Even as I speak to you, people are being kidnapped. Because if you call it arrest when someone is arrested and taken to police station, and relatives will come and tell them the person is in position being detained here, go and come tomorrow, let's have an interview and interrogate him, or probably ask him questions. But this time around, someone will be abducted from Biafran land and you will not see the person again. And the worst thing is, if you go to SSS to ask them, they'll tell the person is not there. So this situation will find ourselves in Solomon's case. Solomon will pursue that case from the police to SSS back to the police. So as I speak to you, I have not set my eyes on Solomon since he was abducted from Imo State. We filed action against the police, against the SSS, and we pursued it. Even when the court made an order, in the course of the proceedings that they should produce him in court live on that day, and that was when they stopped coming to court. They ran away from the court. They stopped coming to court. When the court made an order, issued an order that they should produce him in court. We insisted they must be produced in court, and the police stopped coming to court. So the point that because they know that we are edging towards getting him, seeing him physically, and probably knowing his state, and they ran away from court before the man was delivered in our favor. So these are things we know we shall overcome legally. So, and that's why I usually tell people to be circumspect of their utterances, circumspect of their movement, because a lot are happening. If I tell you the number of arrests that are being made on people are being brought to Abuja here, you won't believe it. But it's something that has a time and it will naturally still fizzle out. I believe and most strongly, that those in the likes of Solomon will be released, and we're pursuing it. We're gotten the court order, and we're still moving on to ensure that they obey that court judgment of the court. This is a full judgment of the court, not even an order of court. So it's a full judgment of the court, and there are other consequential orders the court made, when after delivering the judgment. So which form part of the judgment of the court. So we are taking steps to ensure that this time around we commit certain persons who are in breach of this order to contempt. So though this country is a place where people have no respect for rule of law, a place where people do anything they want to do and get free from it. Last time we heard about how a high court of FCT committed IG to contempt. 14 few days after, the order was set aside. But procedurally, legally speaking, when an order of committal is issued against a person head of a state agency, you don't appeal against it. You must go forward and go first of all obey that order. But here a lot of things changes, a lot of things happen. So we are praying to God and most fervently that we'll be out and we're not really stressing. Let me say this thing because for the people who are calling me there on the days asking me about it. We are not resting our oaths, must ensure that wherever he is wherever he is, they're hiding him. We must fish him out there using the instrumentality of the law. So that I can assure you. And others, because what happened, let me just say this in a manner that you understand it. What we usually encounter in the course of managing some of these cases that SSS will be okay, police will be, we arrest somebody, detain him shortly, probably at the state, at the head of at the state quarters of where he was abducted and brought into Abuja. When you go to court to challenge the police, they will carry the person and probably send it under formation of secret information. So you think the person is in the police, still in the police custody. So these are things we are managing, trying to find a way of going about it. So be assured, praying fervently that we'll be out and we'll be out held and hearted. And others who also, God has also granted bail and the director should be released unconditionally, they also will be out. So that's our prayers. And we're not resting our hopes and not being distracted because we know that we have a covenant with God to do this thing. We're not respecting man, we're respecting God. And our clients, Mazin Nandikano, has so much confidence in us. In me, but in this team, led by the Lego team, led by Chief Michael Zekomese, and also in me too. So it has no shaking, kind of like confidence, problem. So he has so much confidence in me and trust. So, and I can never betray him. That I can assure of that. So discard those who are defending the best of self-destruction, those who have been hired, those who have been paid to probably destroy the process. Because of course, you know, what is playing out now, if it's given real attention, is capable of derailing the process. Because but I usually tell people that we are all Igbos. We are people respect us because they believe we have this intellect. We believe we have the capability to reason. One day I was in court, one of the senior superior courts we have in this land. You know, a friend of mine from Yoruba State was asking me, he gave me in a discussion. I was like, Ejiofor, I know Igbos as very hardworking people who are very wise. Why is it that someone will be talking, saying something, and they will not even think about it? Why? They will not even listen. They will not even critical analyze what the person is saying, and they'll start listening to the person. Say, is he helping the cause of Igbos or is he destroying the cause of Igbos? This is a Yoruba man, a senior lawyer who works in a court, and he engaged me. We are discussing. I said, I don't know what's happening to some of our people. Most times we think some of them are being hypnotized, or some of them are being given money to do that. I mean, because those who are heading it are those who are actually following it, not those who are saying it. Me and you know the truth. Me and you who are stating, we know the truth. Yes. So it's applicable to even my mother in the village. There are things we say to my mother in the village. I will engage you. You have to explain it to her very well. So, but the point is, when people who celebrate madness all over the social media platforms talk, you know they are not part of you. You know they are there on a problem, different mission, rather than what you are pursuing. So, and it's ability for our people to understand and appreciate that, look, these guys have moved on. They're not part of the system. They're not part of the process. So how can you tell somebody certain things are saying and you believe the person? Even if you are fools, even if you are talking to an illiterate who didn't go to secondary school or primary school, you will ask you pertinent questions you will not ask. So our people should be wise enough to understand and also appreciate when they are being misguided. by misleading information or falsehood. They should be wise enough. And it's very, very important at this point in time. Very, very important at this point in time. Because we are in a very critical stage as far as this matter is concerned. Very critical stage as far as we're concerned. You see what all I've been saying, how they are playing out. How the desperate effort of the establishment to blackmail the movement. You can see it playing out all over the place. So these are things the people have to be very careful about. A criminal will go to a market and steal. They will say it's IPOB. A criminal will go somewhere and commit an offense. They will not even invest. They will say it's IPOB. So, and those people have signature to show that these guys are not IPOB. And IPOB will be shouting on top of their voice every day. They are not part of this. Don't do this. Don't do that. If you do this, you're not part of one. Criminals and they are there. They are pushing them. So you won't even pay attention to what they are saying. So how can I call you? How can I say that Chinwendu in the noon, in the afternoon, I'll call you Chinwendu that you're a criminal. Then tomorrow you go and do something, Mr. S will say I'm the one, you are doing it for me. Is it possible? It's not possible. So, and because it's being done for the purpose of ensuring that they attract international condemnation and probably recognition of what's happening in this system. So our people should be very careful about it. That's my advice to them. Very careful at this point in time. Know who to listen and who not to listen. Thank you so much, Mr. For
Thank you very much. Yeah, before your parting word, I want to say this to you and also appreciate you. Mostly Biafrans who are commenting below this live chat are also sending in their greetings to you. They are sending in their greetings and encouraging you. I know about one thing, being somebody who have been in the media for some time, I can understand how blackmail works and intimidation was. It's a tool of the opposition and oppressors. And coming from the victory of the 13th October, the attack intensified on you. And the attack intensified on you mostly. And getting to hear that very commendation, or should I say that very praise that was coming from the legal Iroko himself. Because we understand before a man of the caliber of Chief Ozokeme could come out in the public and to call or recommend somebody to be somebody like you or anybody to be a legal intellectual, he must have seen something in you to have said. And it maybe got them very angry that why should he say that and that. They intensified their attack on you. So I want you to know that not only that you are a lawyer to Mazen Namdekan and IPOB, you have become like a hope to so many people. So when these attacks are coming, other people feel your pains as well, and they stand in for you. They want to encourage, they're encouraging you. So many people have sent in their greetings, and I want you to know that you are not standing alone. Sure. For so long as you are standing on the right side and you're still speaking the truth, doing the right thing the way you've been doing it for about 7 years, we've known you in this case. We are solidly, so many people, thousands and millions of our people are solidly behind you. Those who are attacking you are only but very few. Pinch, they can't, they are very few. I know. And in the hiding, except those who are their front runners, those who are their leaders, who are living abroad,
let me just
causing this destruction.
Let me just make kind of further addition to what you're saying. If you want to assess the general opinion or general feelings about things that happens outside, travel to the east. Or even listen to our people here. Wherever you find yourself in the east. Go to the market. Let me go to Wuse Market there. Wuse Market. Let me go there now and see what will happen. All of them will rise up, will come to me. Just what's happening? What is it? How is Oriental doing? What are we doing for? Yesterday I wasn't there. Yesterday I wasn't there in the market. What happened in the market is I went to buy something. They closed their shops. Yeah, I went to. All of them came to me. I was just listening. I was briefing them. They were asking me. I said, okay, therefore, don't worry. I said, you know who you are. So how can I fail these people? I've not failed them since 2017. I'm not new to this kind of situation because it happened in 2015, 2016, 2017. You may not know. It happened. So it's something I'm familiar with. So it doesn't worry me. So it doesn't worry me. And I'm a full-fledged man. So I'm not worried about this. Once I know I'm focused. The ball, my eyes is always on the ball. As you see me now, my eyes is always on the ball. What is the ball? The freedom of Namdekan, nothing more. It's freedom. Once it's out now, I'll go arrest. I have other briefs running the home since I'm still managing outside IPOB cases. Of course, we don't have 2 offices.
Of course.
My last was in court. I traveled to do conduct cases. Last week I was in Anambra. I was in Anambra. I also was in Imo State to do my cases. To go to South and go to Enugu State to do my cases. I travel all across the southeast and south side to go and do my cases. Other cases have nothing to do with that case. So we are very busy law firm doing more matter. So thank you very much, Agocha, for coming. And as I always say, as I always say to people like you and people who are solely committed to seeing things all right, do not be disturbed, do not be discouraged. You will see something worse than this. If you didn't pass through this process, you will not achieve victory. We passed through this process in 2015 and victory came. So it's something I'm very familiar with. So, and when the victim that free will come, you will see those who hide themselves in shame. It's what they won't talk again. Once onion is out of this place, where it is, they will disappear within the talk of an eye. You won't hear them talk again. You will hear them talk about. So let's not be discouraged. Let's be focused and make sure that we get it correct. And we're doing everything humanly permissible, legally permissible within our capacity to ensure it out. And believe me, most strongly, I'm assuring you that you'll be released. You'll be out unconditionally. Don't have to wait about it. We know the law. We have the law with us. And our league counsel, the local of our time, who is very distinguished in practice of law, is there. A wise man is there always. And we're together there. And be assured I will get it correct. I will be out. This is not the first one. Only before. But thankfully, Court of Appeal delivered judgment in our favor. I believe, took them on away. But they all interpreted the laws before them. The laws and facts and circumstances present before them. So, which made it impossible for them to challenge that decision. As I speak to you, they've practically abandoned the appeal. They've not filed an appellate brief. You cannot file an empty notice of appeal and abandon it. I want you to come and argue on it.
Yes, of course.
Come and argue on the notice of appeal. You can't just, because you know it's empty. Let's know the authority that will support you. You find it to appeal since October 14th and abandon it. So he has nothing against him. What they want to do is to use this judgment appeal to further delay his release. That's all. And we cannot give him. We know what we are doing. Chief Mike was saying my legal mentor is far 1,000 steps ahead of them. I won't go into details for a lot are going on. Legally. So because the sense of what they are doing, you can just spend the record that on 18th or 28th of October, that was when the other first day was granted. The court mandated them to compile records and transmit the parties within 7 days. As soon as the records were transmitted, were compiled and transmitted, they ran away. I know it will be difficult for them, near impossible for them to attack that appeal, that judgment. They know. Do you think they know? They know. They can't escape it. So it's a function of little more time. And we should not, in the course of doing that, make mistakes. I'll tell people to exercise patience, pray for him, and also show solidarity, and also insist through civil permissible means for that it must be released. I don't advocate for violence. I don't advocate somebody to go and take laws into his hands. My advice is for you to right to protest is a civil right, it's a constitutional right. You can see people protesting in Enugu State, protested in Abia State, in Anambra State. How many of them were arrested? Nobody. That's not what I've been saying. Nobody. So this is a civic right, and it's constitutionally guaranteed. So, and by doing that all over the places, people will understand what's playing out. So the people should maintain. That's all. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes.
So this is the legitimate means of expressing acts and also our discountenance, probably our dissatisfaction with what's playing out. Court of Appeal has directed that he should be released unconditionally and should not be prosecuted again. He should not be tried on any court in Nigeria. Why can't you obey that order? When he was brought here on 29th and 26th of June and taken to court on 29th, and that was made I should be demanded in necessary custody. Since then till now, to date. You obey that order. You don't choose the order to obey.
And they want not to obey.
You must obey the court order. So don't be discouraged. I advise my people, advise my clients, and also everyone watching to be focused at this point in time. We know distraction will be coming because they are paid to do that. People are being paid to do that, to cause distraction for the purpose. If there's no distraction, you will not be, you can't be focused. Someone will be distracting you, someone will be drawing you back. And you tell the person, leave me, as I'm going to this place. I have a mission, I have where I'm going to. So simple. So don't be distracted. Forget about threats are not important. There are people probably after taking them or whatever they call it. They'll start with saying rubbish. If you consider yourself a man, come to Biafra land.
Yes, of course.
Come to Abuja and challenge the Palestinian for.
On that concern, still on Chief Ozokome, just a few days ago, he made a press release where, warning some people not to use his name or his legal name to raise funds on the case of his client, Mazen Nandekana, and all that. This is a thing of concern and all that. And also, I still want to ask you. The interview, you mentioned that the legal team went there with $1 million cash and it was rejected, and we have to say all these things because it's already the public. We have to say all these things because there's a man, an agent somewhere in Finland who he likes capitalizing on issues like this. When he sees something, he want to use it to capture the minds of our people, to defraud them and all that, puts them in dangers and all that. He quickly made a video that he was going to be giving 2 million for the feeding of our leader and all that. But this is a man who said he's remaining 70-something years for Biafra to come. So why are you committing 2 million for every month? So I want you to say something concerning. Did you receive any money from any quarters? Perhaps they might be claiming that they have sent you money and all that. This is their antics and how they work. So you are good to make clarifications on that.
My brother Shiwendo, we have come a long way. I don't dignify characterless persons. I don't give credibility to people who are mad, who have something else they're doing other than probably looking for an opportunity like this to at least to probably exploit their vulnerable followers and all. So I don't think commenting on the activities of certain persons means dignifying them anymore. So let me just limit myself to what happened on Monday, which I've explained before now.
Yes.
The fact is that, and I'll come to this later, the fact is that Oyinsi specifically, specifically directed Chief Michael, the requested Chief Michael Zekon, SA and our league council, to make 1 million available to SSS. Since they have no money to buy him to get him jobs, they have no money to feed him. And that request was accompanied with a letter. I believe the letter is here. Okay, it's on here. Let me see. It should be in the front. That money, we did a very compelling letter to that effect, expressing our disaffection and also our concerns about his concerns too, and legal position about what is playing out around him. Do signed by our leader-led council and attached the sum of 1 million cash. Then I submitted the money. So Chiwende, a lot are going on about issues he raised about people who are using his name to collect money in America. And it's something has been stated. Just that it was brought to the attention by a person who feel concerned about his integrity and his personality. So, and he investigated it, investigated that situations and also before he responded. And when it continued, he has to issue a disclaimer. Just like where I am now, if I've seen someone who mentioned me as using my name to collect money, you won't do it, you won't say it because nobody's giving me money. I'm not giving me money. So you can't say you're collecting, doing fundraising on the Ejiofor's behalf. You can't say that. Because if you say it, I'll come and tell you you're not giving me any money. So don't say it. So that is the fact. Then our people, what I usually tell people, Chiwendo, is like we are all evils. If I listen to you speak to me in the morning about a subject, then I'll listen to you speak to me in the afternoon about a subject. And I'll listen to you again, speak to me in the evening about a subject. Then I'll listen to you again tomorrow. Next tomorrow in a week, I'll come back home and sit down and analyze all you are telling me.
Yes.
This is a simple assignment
Very simple.
It's not a function of somebody shouting. A simple assignment. Just caution yourself. Come back and sit down and analyze what someone is telling you. If you didn't come to a conclusion that that person is mentally deranged, believe me, you're not an Igbo, true Igbo son. If you come to any other conclusion apart from the fact that the person is mentally deranged, or is a fraudster, or a scammer, then you know that you have something wrong with your things. Just sit down. This is serious business. Think about, listen to what the person tells in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You need not a social to tell you to lead to shift the goalpost. You need not to tell you. But I believe some people are just there for to cause mischief.
Yes.
You see, do you know why in law, yeah, in criminal law, when you steal a property of someone and you are caught and probably sell it to Mr. P, and probably in the course of time, in the course of investigation, Mr. B was arrested, and Mr. B said this property was sold to me by Mr. D, and this property belongs to Mr. A. Now, Mr. B is the principal offender, B?
Yes.
Who stole the property. Mr. C is the receiver. Do you know in law why is penalty ascribed to Mr. B in this circumstance? It's more severe. Mr. C, the one who received, than the person who stole. Because the person who received is the one who is encouraging
it to steal more.
So when you are contributing to activities of a fraudster, you are encouraging the person.
Exactly.
One way or the other. You are the one who is the most, who is the principal suspect in the eyes of the law. By activities, donating, contributing money, clapping hands, without sitting down to reason, you are the one who is encouraging it. Not even the person. Not even the person. So let me just, I just kind of by way of digress. So I believe, let's be guided appropriately. Let's remain focused. Let's have our eyes on the ball. Let's be prayerful. Let's be civil. Let's ensure that we do things that will enable us to get total victory, to ensure that Nnamdi Kanu is out. That's what I'm telling people. We should be focused and remember there's God. We can't achieve that by instigating those to go and kill our brothers. We can't achieve that by instigating people that will go on rampage and onslaught. See what's happening at Ahiamufu today. You see what happened at Ahiamufu in Enugu State today? Now, will you have the moral justification to come out and condemn and say that our people are being killed? Will you have it to some extent? You'll be handicapped. Because when our people are being killed by foreigners who are coming to our land to kill our people, and who now they can do everything humanly possible to ensure
their security,
they're secured. They're not being exposed to the ridicule. But our children, mothers and sisters, are being slaughtered, and are actually being aided by those who should protect them.
yes,
Then now, we Igbos, go after our people, go and kill them, pregnant people, kill them, in the name of whatever you call it. And those who are not from that part of the country are laughing at us. Why can't us dissipate that energy to protect our people? Why can't we dissipate those energy, effort in protecting our people? So let's want to go for this. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate them.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A wonderful Christmas holiday, and this opportunity for us to go back and pray. And Mr. Josiah is against 223, and commit everything, activities of this period into the hands of God. I'm believing God, we are going to come out victorious. We are going to see all of us are going to be alive to witness truth. Nothing will happen to us. Even you, nothing will happen to anybody. So even me, I'll be alive. My family, everybody. So my workers will be alive. Nothing will happen to everybody. So because we have paid our dues and God is always with us. So as we are traveling home, pray for one mercy to and fro, and pray for us to give our people opportunity to come back home, see them, interact with them. Those who need help will be helped. Those who need any form of assistance will be assisted. So I will have development in our land. Thank you and remain blessed.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time. We want to appreciate you. We want to appreciate everyone who has been with us in these few minutes of this incisive and very intelligent chat with our Ebo Attorney, Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor Esquire. Thank you very much, sir. Whenever we need, you need us, we can still come around. And whenever we knock on your door to get one or two things, please do open your door for us. We want to wish everyone who has been with us here, for our able Christians, a happy Christmas in advance and a prosperous New Year in advance. My name is Agocha Chiwanda, standing in for Truth and Peace Writers. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.